From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Brought to you by SSP TV and the Standard Speaker.
An off-duty police officer and a Good Samaritan can now be called true heroes after pulling two people from a fiery wreck in Schuylkill County this morning. The accident happened at an intersection many call dangerous. Good evening and thanks so much for joining us, everyone. I'm Kristen Bazinski. We'll begin in Schuylkill County now, where two people were flown to hospitals this morning when a public transit bus slammed into a van that blew through a stop sign. The fiery crash happened just after 7 a.m. in East Union Township at the intersection of routes 924 and 339. A Schuylkill County transit bus hit a work van after that van did not stop at the intersection. The impact sent both vehicles across the road. Several signs were knocked over. The bus ended up into a utility pole, and then both vehicles ended up catching fire. An off-duty police officer and Good Samaritan were first on scene and helped rescue the two drivers from the vehicles. State Police tell News 13 the van was driven by 43-year-old Harold Wolford of Mount Carmel. 51-year-old Karen Schultz of Schuylkill Haven was behind the wheel of the public transit bus. She had no passengers riding with her at the time. Rescue workers described their injuries as serious. Both were buckled up. The area where this accident happened in Schuylkill County is known for serious accidents, and many would like to see a stoplight installed to help prevent scenes like this one. A stretch of roadway in Carbon County that is also considered dangerous, especially when it rains, was the scene of yet another accident that has claimed the life of a Freeland man. Troopers tell us it was 33-year-old Nathan Hoffman of Freeland who was driving on Route 93 in Hudsondale early Saturday morning when for some reason he lost control of his pickup truck, crossing over into oncoming lanes. Hoffman's truck hit the dirt embankment and flipped over, trapping him inside. He was pronounced dead at the scene. We're told it may have been raining when this accident happened. Troopers say Hoffman was not wearing his seatbelt. Now to the city of Hazleton, where a car and van collided Friday night. Rescue workers had to work fast to get one passenger out of the wreckage. The nasty accident happened at the intersection of Poplar and Hawthorne Streets. You can see just how much damage the car sustained. The van hit on the passenger side of the car, trapping and seriously injuring the woman passenger. Now, Hazleton police say this silver Chevy Cobalt was headed west on Hawthorne Street when it slammed into the van on Poplar Street. David Popiak of Drums was behind the wheel of that van. The driver of the car, Sylvia Algaze Taha of Tamaqua, and the passenger, Marta Lebowski of Brooklyn, were both flown to trauma centers. More reported gunfire in the city of Hazleton over the weekend. Police tell us they were sent to the area of 455 East Broad Street in the rear Sunday night around 5:30. Someone in the area told police they heard what sounded like gunshots. Police combed the area but found no evidence that a gun was shot. Anyone with information is asked to call police by dialing 911. A freak accident at a local state park has left one Schuylkill County man dead. 44-year-old Lee Mance of Coaldale was reportedly riding mountain bikes with his wife Sunday morning at the Lehigh Gorge State Park near Weatherly in Carbon County. The two stopped to take pictures, and that's when troopers say Mance lost his footing, slipped, and fell off a rock ledge into the river. Troopers say Mance had evidence of head trauma and that it appears he may have hit his head on rocks after slipping. An autopsy will be performed on Mance Tuesday to determine the exact cause of his death. Your golf tip of the week is on deck, along with a preview of fall sports. It's hard to believe we are already talking about the fall, but it's just around the corner. And of course, we got Ronnie here with an Olympic version of trivia treats. Plus, later on News 13, a new name, a new schedule of concerts, and some new additions. The very latest from a local performing arts center coming your way.
SSP TV Sports on News 13 with Fred Barletta Jr. and Ron Marchetti.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports on News 13. I'm Gary Perna. Fred Barletta has tonight off. Well, it's the beginning of fall sports here on our area. Practice has begun, and that includes the Hazelton Area High School Cougars football team who hit the field today for practice. Now, we talked to head football coach Jim Drumheller today about how the team is looking this year. We asked, who did you lose from last year?
Well, we lost our quarterback in Chad Hoffman, our tailback in Brian Campbell, and we also lost our fullback linebacker, Joseph Guzman. And we lost a couple people up front, Kyle Biesel, and we just had some other people that we were missing.
Well, with those lost, we asked the coach, how does he feel about their replacements?
You know what, they've had some JV experience, but for the most part, they're inexperienced at those positions right now, but they worked awfully hard in the off season, and they should be ready to go. You always have to refill and replace people. We have some people back on the offensive line in A.J. Gasser and Chris DeSpirito and Brett Finkelstein and Joe Comar, so we're expecting big things from them.
And the final question, how does the conference look this year for the Cougars?
I think the conference is loaded this year. There's some very, very good teams. It's probably the toughest schedule we're going to play in a number of years. And right now we're just focused on Scranton, who probably will be the best team we'll play all year.
Now moving on from football to volleyball, where the Cougars lost some good starters, according to Coach Chris Fraubel. Today we caught up with the coach and asked him about the loss of those good players.
Well, we had a very strong senior class last year, and we lost our starting setter, both of our starting outside hitters, another starting middle, and a few other key people that had contributed on the practice court and on the game court. So we're going to miss our key positions, but we've got some people willing to jump in and step up for them.
And we asked Coach, what about those replacements?
We've been working hard this summer. We've been working hard over the past winter as well. We've got people we've got a lot of sophomores and freshmen. We've got a very, very young team. I do have a junior setter who's been practicing very hard. Her name is Christy Kashak. She's going to be coming back. I'm also returning two other hitters who have some experience.
And now we ask, with such a young team, how do you stack up to the others in the conference?
Well, I think athletically we're going to stack up very well. As far as experience on the court, we've got some work to do. Like I said, we've got a very, very young team. Now they did, as I said, get some work together this summer, so they're kind of starting to gel, and that team unity is coming together, which is half the battle.
And we ask, who is the biggest competition for the Lady Cougars in the conference this year?
The teams always in our league that perform well are Holy Redeemer and Crestwood and Delaware Valley and North Pocono, teams that we always try to, aim our sights at and try to take some games from them and gauge ourselves how we play against the better teams in our division.
Now moving from current Cougars to Cougars that are making a name for themselves, and we are talking about our own Nate Etris, who started at Kansas City Chiefs game against Arizona in a preseason game. Now, the Chiefs did lose that game to Arizona 27-17, and we will be keeping a close eye on Nate Etris all season long as he makes us proud. Moving to baseball, I know we're talking about football and volleyball, but let's head to some baseball action that happened over the weekend. Russ Hansler had a great game. He had a double, a triple, and one run. Indianapolis won over Columbus 5-4. And moving to New Hampshire and Akron, where Kyle Landis, he didn't get to play. New Hampshire won over Akron 3-0. On to the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Yankees, where they took on Syracuse. They won 1-0. That seems like it was a difficult game there. Rochester and the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs, they met up, and it was a clean sweep for Rochester, 10-0. And moving on to the games that will take place tonight, the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre Yankees are at Syracuse. That game gets underway at 7 p.m. And Rochester is at Lehigh Valley. That game will get underway tonight at 7:05.
And it's brought to you tonight by Stripes and Strikes. A lot more than just baseball and softball. How about for the golfers out there? That's right, they got you covered too. All sorts of golf-lined equipment, from the right clothing to all of the right accessories. You'll find them at Stripes and Strikes. It's the area's newest retailer, located on Route 309. Look for the green awning across from Genetti's Best Western. Stripes and Strikes. Make the right call.
The Olympics are over. The USA won. It's August 13th. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Treats. On this day, exactly 40 years ago, Tigers manager Billy Martin literally pulled his lineup out of a hat prior to a game against the Indians in the first game of a doubleheader at Tiger Stadium in Detroit. The Tigers scored only 3 runs in their previous 4 games, and in the process, dropped out of first place. Martin put names of his 8 position players on slips of paper and placed them in a hat to determine the 1 through 8 spots in the batting order ahead of the pitcher. First baseman Norm Cash hits leadoff for the second of only 2 times during his 17-year career. Shortstop Ed Brinkman, who had a career slugging percentage of only .300, hit in the cleanup slot for the only time in his 15 seasons in the majors. The play worked as the Tigers won 3-2. But Martin went back to a more conventional lineup in the nightcap, and Detroit lost 9-2. The Tigers did, however, go on to win the AL East by a half a game over the Red Sox. That was in 1972, and so was this. The day after, in Atlanta, Johnny Bench swept the bases both literally twice during a 12-2 Reds win over the Braves. At that time, a favorite attraction in Atlanta was Susie the Sweeper, a teenage girl dressed in hot pants who swept the bases during the 5th inning and gave the umpire a kiss. Well, during Atlanta's pregame husbands and wives game, Bench came onto the field in his uniform shirt and a pair of shorts, swept off the bases, and gave a kiss to heavyweight boxer Jerry Quarry, who served as the umpire for that exhibition. Later, Bench swept the bases again with 5 RBIs, a homer, a double, a single. Now, let's come closer to 1995. 17 years ago, the Dodgers were forced to forfeit a game to the Cardinals at Dodger Stadium with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th, and the Cards leading 2-1. The umpires stopped the game after some of the raucous crowd of over 53,000 on ball night littered the field with baseballs for the 3rd time. The game was delayed 6 minutes in top of the 7th and for another 5 minutes in the 9th after Dodgers right fielder Raul Mondesi and manager Tom Lasorda were ejected after Mondesi struck out. The Cardinals left the field under a barrage of baseballs and the play was stopped while the balls were picked up. After the Cardinals returned to the field, a few more baseballs were thrown. One just missed St. Louis center fielder Brian Jordan. At that point, the umpires declared the forfeit. It was the first forfeit in the majors since 1979 and the first in the National League since 1954. Mother of God. Till Friday, stay loose.
Good evening, I'm Chuck Jumpeter, the teaching professional here at Sand Springs, and tonight's golf tip is going to be about tempo. Tempo is a critical aspect of the golf swing. When you watch some of the better golfers on TV, it looks like they're hardly swinging the golf club, and yet they're hitting a long way. Jack Nicklaus had a drill to help define tempo, so that we're not just jerking at the ball. What he would do is he'd set up, move the club out to a 9 o'clock position, start his swing from there, and then hit the ball. If you practice that kind of a swing once or twice, and then do it and just hit the ball. Start from 9 o'clock, bring it back, and hit the ball. It's so easy to develop a nice, smooth tempo. It'll improve your game, straighten out your shots, and lower that handicap.
All right, for the past few weeks, all eyes have been on London, where athletes from all across the globe met to compete in the 2012 Summer Olympics. The games are now over, and the final medal count is in, putting the land of the free and home of the brave in the #1 spot. Winning 29 bronze, 29 silver, and 46 gold medals, Team USA took home a total of 104 medals and came out on top. In second place, China won a total of 87 medals, making up of 22 bronze, 27 silver, and 38 gold, and not too far behind Russia with 33 bronze, 25 silver, and 84 gold, totaling 82 medals. Now, before the start of this year's Olympic Games, many may have already known the name Michael Phelps, but in the end, Team USA's top performers will never be forgotten. Here on your screen, your winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played this afternoon. Daily numbers 783, Big 4 6757, Quinto 65733, and Treasure Hunt 5, 6, 10, 16, and 17.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the Holy Dormition Friary will be hosting the Good Shepherd Icon Workshop September 6th through the 9th. The workshop will be led by Marilyn Barone, and each participant will have the opportunity to write a 10x12 icon. For more information, please call Father Jerome 570-788-1212, extension 402. And one more announcement for this evening, EBC Hazleton will be featuring a family outing August 19th from 1 to 4 p.m. The outing will include free food, entertainment, and prizes. For more information, please call Phil 570-436-4504. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Anthony Grimalski of Barnesville. Mass will be held Thursday at 11 a.m. from the St. Richard's Church. Friends may call Thursday from 9:30 to 11 a.m. Dale Alexander Solkevich, formerly of Hazleton. No services were announced. Karen M. McGill of Clares. Funeral will be held Friday at 9:30 a.m. from the Damiano Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. Genevieve T. Miner of Clares. Funeral arrangements will be announced by the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. And Howard J. Daubert of Freeland. Funeral is Friday at 9:30 a.m. from the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. Tonight's obituaries have been brought to you by the Smilax Floral Shop located on 15th Street in Hazleton. Free delivery to all local funeral homes. Call 570-454-0111. And by Mia's. Don't settle for second best when dining out. Discover Mia's new low-price dinner menu. And remember, there's always plenty of free gated parking behind the Markle Building.
Each year, the Freeland American Legion Post 473 hosts a bike run to benefit local children who suffer some serious medical issues. This year, all proceeds will go to one very special little boy named Joey. News 13 stopping by the Legion on the north side Saturday to meet those who are putting the 7th annual Emilio Ranieri Memorial Bike Run together for this coming Saturday. And we also had the pleasure of meeting the beneficiary of the event, 4-year-old Joey Bistrek, who battles cerebral palsy. Each year, the run benefits Freeland children and kids from surrounding communities, and this year, the American Legion riders decided to ride for Joey and raise money for the brave little boy. We spoke with Joey's mom, who tells us all about her son.
Joey was a little preemie. He was born at 6 months, premature. He weighed 1 pound 13 ounces and about 13 inches long. We spent about 3 months in the NICU, getting him all big and healthy so we could bring him home. And now he is 4 years old, and he goes to preschool and therapy, and that's really been helping him out a lot.
Now, Joey's mom also tells us the support of the community is just amazing. The money will help her with medical expenses and things he will need in the years to come. The bike run again is this Saturday, August 18th. Registration starts at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Legion on Center Street, and then it's kickstands up at noon. Riders pay $15, passengers pay $10. The ride ends up at the Legion, where there will be tricky trees, 50-50 raffle, food, music, and more. And for those who don't want to ride in the run, you are invited to the Legion to enjoy the after party and dinner for just $10. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed for a day like Sunday or today for the ride for Joey. Picture perfect, not too hot and no rain. Let's get right to the weather, starting first in Schuylkill County, where tonight we're going to see mostly cloudy skies with a low down to 61. Now, unfortunately, tomorrow we do see mostly cloudy skies. Thunderstorms are likely, and we will hit 80 degrees in most parts of Schuylkill County. And Valley Elementary School student Caitlin Marley is helping to bring the forecast to all of our Greater Hazleton viewers watching tonight. Caitlin shows off a sunny sky, exactly the kind of weather we were happy to welcome today. Partly cloudy skies will take us through the rest of tonight. 61 will be our low. And for you Greater Hazleton residents, it's looking like the sun will peek through the clouds with a 50% chance of thunderstorms. We're going to hit 78 degrees. Just windows and much, much more. 636-1133, bringing you the forecast tonight. First Street in Freeland, or visit them online at justwindowsandmore.com. Well, one event that was going to happen rain or shine was the 3rd annual Family Fun and Health Day hosted by the Alliance Medical Group at the Hazleton Health and Wellness Center. Now, there was tons of stuff to do, something for all ages. Rainbow the Clown was making balloon animals. The Fire Safety House was there for kids to learn what to do in case of a fire. Some real fire trucks and a police car from Klein Township on hand for the kids to get up close and personal. Health screenings, a visit from Tux, the most popular penguin in Northeast PA, of course, and a children's scavenger hunt. All part of the free fun.
Basically what it is there are health screenings and a lot of free giveaways. Everything is free. So we have free food, free giveaways, and again, a lot of educational information that we feel it's very important from Alliance Medical Group, which are the multi-specialty physician group, which is aligned with the Hazleton Health and Wellness Center and with Hazleton General Hospital, that we want to educate patients and educate the public on how to take care of themselves and how to keep themselves healthy.
Everyone who attended the event walked away with information to make healthier choices in life. And the kids walked away wiped out from all the fun. Stay with us tonight on News 13. More local news is headed your way next with News 13's Jasmine Brooks. I'm Kristen Bazinski. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great night.
It's a new season of shows with a new name and an exciting lineup of acts to hit the stage. Coming soon to a theater near you, we'll tell you right now on News 13.
From the Samson Production Studios in the heart of Hazleton, Pennsylvania, it's your News 13.
Thanks for staying with us tonight. I'm Jasmine Brooks. In an effort to clear up some confusion about where Hazleton's newest performing arts center is located, the name has been changed, well, a little, and the new name brings a lot of perks. News 13 stopping by the Hazleton Elementary Middle School, better known as the Castle, Monday morning, where the brand new name of its Performing Arts Center was revealed. The Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center will always remain the center's official name, but now the center will be called the Wiltsey Center at the historic Castle. By incorporating Castle into the name, many should be able to identify the center's location much easier. We spoke with the executive director, Steve Hahn.
It brings a lot of big name talent in shows that have never been here before. Art Garfunkel, for instance, Fiddler on the Roof will be here next spring. We've got some very, very exciting shows coming for next spring that we'll be announcing shortly. But just the caliber of folks, Grammy winner songwriters and musicians will be playing here. People can drive 5 minutes and they're at a show with a lot less hassle than going into New York City or Philadelphia.
In addition to a brand new name, the center has also revealed a new membership initiative. The Castle Club at the Wiltsey will reward regular showgoers an annual membership that includes many perks, including advanced ticket purchases. And headlining the season, Art Garfunkel. This legendary musician is the first of many acts to come. Check out their new and improved website for more information on performances, the Castle Club, and much more. That's wiltseycenter.org. One lucky local lotto player is now $250,000 richer, and the winning ticket was sold in West Hazleton. The hot ticket that came from PQ Express on North Broad Street matched all 5 white balls, 10, 18, 36, 38, but missed the yellow Mega Ball 8 during the August 10th drawing. Still, someone is taking home quite the chunk of cash, and the store, well, they'll receive a $500 bonus. Lottery officials cannot confirm the identity of the winner until the prize is claimed and the ticket is validated. The lottery encourages the holder of the winning ticket to sign the back of the ticket and then call the lottery at 717-702-8146. File a claim at lottery headquarters in Middletown, Dauphin County, or at any of the lottery's 7 area offices. Moving on tonight to Schuylkill County, where 2 people were flown to hospitals this morning when a public transit bus slammed into a van that blew through a stop sign. The fiery crash happened just after 7 a.m. in East Union Township at the intersection of routes 924 and 339. A Schuylkill County transit bus hit a work van after that van did not stop at the intersection. The impact sent both vehicles across the road. Several signs were knocked over. The bus ended up headfirst into a utility pole, and both vehicles ended up catching fire. An off-duty officer and Good Samaritan were first on scene and helped to rescue the 2 drivers from their vehicles. State police tell News 13 the van was driven by 43-year-old Harold Walford of Mount Carmel. 51-year-old Karen Schultz of Schuylkill Haven was behind the wheel of the public transit bus. She had no passengers riding with her at the time. Rescue workers described their injuries as serious. Both were buckled up. The area where this accident happened in Schuylkill County is known for serious accidents, and many would like to see a stoplight installed to help prevent scenes like this one in the future. A stretch of roadway in Carbon County that is also considered dangerous, especially when it rains, was the scene of yet another accident that claimed the life of a Freeland man. Troopers tell us it was 33-year-old Nathan Hoffman of Freeland who was driving on Route 93 in Hudsondale early Saturday morning when for some reason he lost control of the pickup truck, crossing over into oncoming lanes. Hoffman's truck hit the dirt embankment and flipped over, trapping him inside. He was pronounced dead at the scene. We're told it may have been raining when the accident happened. Troopers say Hoffman was not wearing a seatbelt. Now to the city of Hazleton, where a car and van collided Friday night. Rescue crews had to work fast to get one passenger out of the wreckage. The nasty accident happened at the intersection of Poplar and Hawthorne Streets. You can see just how much damage the car sustained. The van hit on the passenger side of the car, trapping and seriously injuring the woman passenger inside. Hazleton police say the silver Chevy Cobalt was headed west on Hawthorne Street when it slammed into the van on Poplar. David Popiak of Drums was behind the wheel of the van. The driver of the car, Sylvia Algaze Taha of Tamaqua, and the passenger, Marta Lebowska of Brooklyn, both were flown to trauma centers. A freak accident at a local state park has left one Schuylkill County man dead. 44-year-old Lee Mance of Coaldale was reportedly riding mountain bikes with his wife Sunday morning at the Lehigh Gorge State Park near Weatherly, Carbon County. The two stopped to take pictures, and that's when troopers say Mance lost his footing, slipped, and fell off a rock ledge in the river. Troopers say Mance had evidence of head trauma and that it appears he may have hit his head on rocks after slipping. An autopsy will be performed on Mance Tuesday to determine the exact cause of death. Coming up on News 13, we'll cruise down through downtown Pottsville to check out hot rods, classics, antiques, and more. If you missed the 19th annual Great Pottsville Cruise, we've got you covered. Plus, you may want to check that liquor cabinet after hearing what popular tequila brand is now being recalled. Stay with us. State police are now investigating a bizarre car theft in Mahanoy Township just outside of Frackville. A stolen 2003 Acura was found by police Saturday night, crashed into a tree, and inside, a man sleeping. The car belonged to a Frackville man who told police his car was taken from outside of his home. As for the man who was found inside, he was taken to the hospital for minor injuries. If you have any information on this car theft, you are asked to call Frackville State Police, that number 874-5300. Well, before your next fiesta, you may want to check that liquor cabinet because your bottle of tequila could possibly have glass inside. The PA Liquor Control Board is recalling certain bottles of 1800 tequila due to tiny pieces of glass inside. During transportation, the bottle's glass stoppers may have been damaged, leaving unwanted pieces of glass to collect inside. The exact bottles are 1.75 liters of silver, Reposado, and coconut. Thankfully, no injuries have been reported, and the number of affected bottles are expected to be low. If your tequila has been affected, do not consume it. Instead, return the bottle to any state spirit store for a full refund or call 866-795-8885 or email info@800tequila.com for more information. We now know who is going to be Mitt Romney's running inmate in the race for the White House. Wisconsin Congressman Paul Ryan has been the chosen one by Romney to be his VP running mate. 42-year-old Ryan has spent 13 years in Congress, and before that, he worked for a senator as a staff member. Ryan graduated college from Miami University of Ohio with a degree in economics and political science. Some say Romney is taking a chance with Ryan for many reasons, one being his proposed changes to programs like Medicare. Right now, the two are campaigning in key battleground states. No word if they'll be making a trip to PA before the election, which is set for November 6th. More news is headed your way here on News 13. Teams all around the area, they're gearing up right now for fall sports. That includes football. We'll take a look at the Hazleton Cougars football team in sports in just a bit. Thousands of people filled the streets of downtown Pottsville Saturday for the 19th annual Great Pottsville Cruise. Over 1,000 antiques, classics, street rods, rat rods, muscle cars, custom trucks, and even motorcycles lined Center Street for blocks, hoping to win a shiny trophy. In addition to the amazing variety of wheels, vendors, and live entertainment added to the fun-filled event. Normally 3 days long, this year's cruise was compacted into just 1 day, leaving no time to waste. This action-packed day could not have been possible without the Pottsville Lions Club, Mayor Riley, and of course, the city of Pottsville. Each year, the Freeland American Legion Post 473 hosts a bike run to benefit local children who suffer serious medical problems. This year, all proceeds will go to one very special little boy named Joey. News 13 stopping by the Legion on the North Side Saturday to meet those who are putting the 7th annual Emilio Ranieri Memorial Bike Run together for this coming Saturday. And we also had the pleasure of meeting the beneficiary of the event, 4-year-old Joey Bistrek, who battles cerebral palsy. Each year, the run benefits Freeland children and kids from surrounding communities. And this year, the American Legion riders decided to ride for Joey and raise money for this brave little boy. We spoke with Joey's mom, who tells us all about her son.
Joey was a little preemie. He was born at 6 months, premature. He weighed 1 pound 13 ounces and about 13 inches long. We spent about 3 months in the NICU, getting him all big and healthy so we could bring him home. And now he is 4 years old, and he goes to preschool and therapy, and that's really been helping him out a lot.
She also tells us the support of the community has been amazing. The money will help her with medical expenses and things Joey will need in the years to come. The bike run again is this Saturday, August 18th. Registration starts at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Legion on Center Street, and then its kickstands up at noon. Riders pay $15, passengers just $10. The ride ends at the Legion, where there will be tricky trace, 50-50 raffles, food, music, and so much more. And for those who don't want to ride in the run, you are invited to the Legion to enjoy the after party for just $10. Let's keep our fingers crossed for a day like Sunday or even today for the ride for Joey. Picture perfect, not too hot and no rain. Let's get right to the weather, starting first in Schuylkill County. Tonight, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies, a light wind with a low down to 61 degrees. Looking at your 4-day outlook, Tuesday, showers and thunderstorms are likely. Some of the storms could produce small hail and gusts of wind. Your chance of precipitation is 70%. Looking into the nighttime, showers and thunderstorms will stay with us. Some of the storms, again, hail and gusty winds. Your low is going to hit 62 degrees. Looking at Wednesday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a high near 78. Then into the nighttime, the showers and thunderstorms stick around, a high near 78 degrees. Thursday, sunny skies, a high near 81. Night, you're gonna have mostly clear skies. Your low will hit 62 degrees. And then Friday, your chance of thunderstorms and showers come back, but besides that, mostly sunny, your high 80 degrees. And Friday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, again, mostly cloudy with a low 62 degrees. And this beautiful creative condition brought to you by Caitlin Marley. She's helping us bring the forecast to all of our Greater Hazleton viewers watching tonight. Caitlin shows off a sunny sky, exactly the kind of weather we were happy to welcome today. Looking at tonight, we're going to see partly cloudy skies, some wind in the forecast with a low hitting 62 degrees. Your Tuesday and your 4-day outlook goes like this. Starting with Tuesday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly sunny skies besides that with the high near 78 degrees. Into the nighttime, mostly cloudy, a low of 62 degrees. Into your Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms once again. Your high will hit 76. Heading into the night, we're going to see the sky clear up and a low of 57 degrees. Your Thursday, simple, sunny with a high near 78. At night, mostly clear with a low of 58 degrees. And then showers and thunderstorms back on Friday. Mostly sunny besides that, with a high near 79 degrees. Into your night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low of just 59 degrees. Valley High Drive-In brings you tonight's forecast. They're located on Route 93 in West Hazelton. You can get any type of delicious summer foods and, of course, ice cream and so many nice treats. They're open for the season. That's going to do it for us tonight. Thanks so much for making us a part of your day. You can catch this newscast again with a rebroadcast throughout tonight, or go to our website, ssptv.com. There you will find everything Greater Hazelton and beyond. It's all just one simple click away. On behalf of your News 13 team, be safe. We'll see you Tuesday.